Lewis, obviously a very different type of game today due to the circumstances. How would you sort of assess the match?
Listen, I thought we started the game really, really well. I thought we was looking after the ball excellently, creating chances. At times it felt like a basketball game going from sort of end to end, and like I've said, we've got to be better at that, sort of making sure that we close games down in those sort of moments and not allowing the opposition sort of the counter-attacks that they were having in the first half. Really impressed with the goal that we scored. A little bit of like individual brilliance from Lynchy to play the pass in for Nadders to obviously set Dom up, who I said was going to score this week. All week I said to him. And then it was just really disappointing to then go and concede so soon afterwards. And then sort of obviously the decision to send Ludi off obviously changes the state of the game. And obviously we're having to try and play a little bit counter-attacking ourselves. But I think we can look after the ball a lot better than we did. So obviously coming away, listen, with massive plaudits for Ellery, because I thought he was fantastic. If anything, he was phenomenal. Some of the saves he made, and he's the humbleness of him is that he's apologising for conceding. That says a lot about him.
Yeah, obviously a game-changing decision, a game-changing red card. What was your view on it? Because there was some controversy over offsides and whether the first one was a yellow card.
I think I'd better watch what I say so I don't go and get myself in trouble. But watching it back, he's offside, and then it doesn't have to lead to what it does. But we've still got to defend it better. It's one long ball forward, and he shouldn't be able to get goal side from that. So that's really disappointing. Disappointing because then we've had to take Dom off as well, who's obviously got a bit of the touch and felt like he was going to be a match winner today. But ultimately, listen, referees made a decision and we have to deal with it better emotionally. And like I say, we needed to look after the ball a hell of a lot better in that second period. I still think we had a couple of chances, a few breakaways and things like that. And like I said, Ellery was fantastic and phenomenal at the other end. And some of the blocks and the clearances the boys made, that's what the group's made of.
And there'll be nobody that you trust more to come on than Tony Craig.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I wouldn't say just him, but anyone like you could see sort of the subs I made. I brought on Tills and Tom Fellows as well. I've tried to go for the game a little bit because we're better. We're a team that's better when we play on the front foot, going after teams. Obviously, it didn't pan out that way today. But listen, you've got to give full credit to Walsall. They stuck in there in that initial period and then rode their luck a little bit. And then obviously were able to then build into the game and take the ascendancy once it was down to 10 men for us. And listen, we've held them to the 92nd, 93rd minute. Listen, that's just how it goes sometimes, but we've got to dust ourselves down. We've got another tough test on Tuesday.
And what did you make of that defensive performance out there, especially Joel Lynch played incredibly well?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Listen, I think you've also got to remember the attacking play that we had in that first sort of 20-25 minutes. I think we've obviously been really praising sort of our attacking play, but listen, the defenders today obviously get the plaudits, even though we've conceded two, which says a lot about the state of the game today. But listen, Lynchy made countless blocks. Like I said, Ellery made fantastic saves. George Frankham made some vital headers. Jack Powell did. Hessenthaler, Nick Cerula, who's been ill for the last couple of days. So just to even wheel him out there and get a good performance out of him is a credit to him. And the group, that is the group, standing right until the last minute. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it over the line, but listen, we've been on a great run, so we've got to respect that, understand that we've come to a really tough place and we weren't able to get it over, but that's not to say that we won't be ready to go against Gillingham on Tuesday.
Yeah, cruel ending to the game under the circumstances, but plenty of positives to take to Gillingham on Tuesday, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. At the minute, it's a little bit of a sour taste because it was so gutting because it's the last minute. But listen, that's my job now to try and pick us up over the next couple of days and get ready for what's going to be another really tough test. I think we dropped down one place in the league. As much as I don't look at it, I heard the boys just saying it as I was coming out. But like I said, there's parts of the game that I'm still disappointed with, and I told the players that in no uncertain terms straight after the game. But listen, what I can say is I'm proud, as I keep saying, to stand shoulder to shoulder with them, and they put in a proper performance as they did today defensively.
Thank you, Lewis. Thanks. Nick, a cruel ending to the game there. How would you assess it?
Started the game really well. Got the goal, deserved. We're in the game, and then the red card obviously changes the complexion of the game, really, unfortunately. So we had to change and be a lot more defensive. That's not digging out Ludi, like he knows. he's been told. Like, it's just one of those things in football. Almost bailed him out. Defended really well. Ellery was outstanding, but yeah, they just snuck one in last minute, which is a real bad body blow, really. But look, we defended really well. We hit him on the counter a few times. With 10 men for an hour, we did well. I honestly thought we were going to hang on, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, we'll talk about the opening half hour of the game. We're absolutely brilliant. We came out flying. We were getting forward, making some good chances, and obviously Dom got a great goal too. Yeah,
I mean, the game plan was working really well with our midfielders pulling out wide, and it opened up the pitch. Dom scored a great goal. I knew it was in as soon as Nanas cut it back to him. He's got that finish on lock. So yeah, great goal. And then unfortunately the red card sort of changed the complexion of the game. But again, we did well with 10, and just conceded late on, which is a killer, really.
Yeah, an amazing defensive display, sort of 10 warriors out there, wasn't it? And you defending from the front too. Yeah, I mean, we defended superbly. Ellery made numerous saves, numerous blocks in the box from everyone. A real team effort, it just was one bit of pressure too much, really. And the guys, he's good at that striker. He's very lively in the box and finished it well, which is a real shame. But we've got another game Tuesday to put that right and continue the good home form. Yeah, we'll just talk on Ellery quickly. Obviously, he's a new signing. He's come back from injury. He's been great recently, and we know how difficult it was when we lost Glenn on loan. How's it been working with Ellery recently, and what does he add to the team?
I mean, Ellery's, as you can see, he's a top-class goalie. He's shot stopping second to none today. And I mean, the first game of the season away at Carlisle, that first half, he must have saved about 10 of them. So he's a great goalie. His distribution's brilliant. I think he set one of the goals the other day. His kicking's excellent. He's a really good all-round goalie and a good addition to the squad.
Yeah, I said to Lewis, obviously the one person you'd want to bring on in place of the red card was Tony Craig, and someone you'd rely on, and him and Joel Lynch were fantastic in that second half. Yeah,
I mean, it was block after block, wasn't it? They put us under a lot of pressure. They're a good side, Walsall, to be fair to him. Flynn, he's got them playing well. They're a good team, and we almost stood up to the test, but yeah, just that last bit at the end, and it would have been a fantastic point, but it wasn't to be. So we've got to put that right Tuesday. If we win Tuesday, then the good forms, we're still in good form. So yeah, we need to win Tuesday, really.
Nico, thank you.
Cheers.
Cool.